So now we're going to take a look at Redux DevTools, and one of the things that we got for free using the Redux toolkit is the ability to make use of these tools without adding additional packages into our application. It already comes along and is configured and available to use inside our app. And in order to take advantage of these tools, then you do need to add something to Chrome. And just go and take a look for Redux DevTools, and inside the Chrome Web Store, you should be able to get this extension and install it into your app. And this is one of the best developer tools I think I've ever seen. It is excellent. And once you have this installed into Chrome, I've already got this installed obviously, then inside your tools at the top you should see this icon, and it says Redux DevTools has access to your site, and we can see what happens when we click on that. But we can also access them from our Chrome DevTools, and if I click on this Redux tab, then we can see what's going on inside here. So let's just refresh the page just to get it clean again, but we can see the type of activity we've got going on inside here already. And if we click on the init value, this is our store's initial state. When we load our application, this is the state that we see straight away. And if we click on state, we don't have much to look at so far, but we can see inside here we've got our counter state, and we've got our data that's 42 and the title. And as we go and click on things, our actions, so we increment, and then let's increment again, let's increment by 5, and then decrement, we can see these actions being populated inside our DevTools. And we can click on the action, and then we can see the state, and we can see the difference between the state as it was before this action happened and what it's going to be afterwards. We can take a look at the action itself, what's being sent to our Redux store, and we can see we've got the type. And remember, the type in this case is, if we compare it to what we started out with in our original counter reducer, this is what our type is. But because we're using Redux Toolkit, then it creates those types for us, and it uses the name of the slice and the name of the reducer to specify the type that is then used in our Redux store, and the payload that we sent along with it. And if we take a look at the next one, then that's got a payload of 1 as well. And if we take a look at the next one, we can see this one has the payload of 5. And if we look at the difference, the before and after, then we can see what effects this is going to have on our state. And same with the decrement as well. But what's really cool about this tool is you can kind of go back in time and imagine I had a more complex user interface, and I wanted to see the state of the user interface before this action was implemented. Then I can simply use the jump button to go back to that point in time. Notice that the browser has also updated to reflect the current state of where I'm at inside these tools. And then you can go backwards and forwards in time in your application based on various actions that update various UI states. And this tool is amazing and incredibly useful. And then if you want, you can click the play button and it will go through and repeat these actions so you can take a look at the state as it changed over time. Amazing tools, and they really, really help you build and debug and test and find problems in your application. You always want to check this tool after any change you make, really, just to make sure that what you think your state should be is what your state actually is. Excellent tool that we'll use time and time again as we build our application. So now that we've taken a look at how to do the real basics in Redux, what we'll take a look at next is swapping our basket state where we've got it in React context. We're going to take our state there and put it into its own slice, and then see how we can update our code and refactor our code to use Redux instead of the React context. And we'll start taking a look at that next.